Hey, welcome back to the Your Financial EKG YouTube page. My name is Drew Blackston. I'm a certified retirement counselor, investment advisor representative, and today I'm going to be your virtual financial advisor, helping you get to and through retirement and protecting your ability to stay in retirement. And what I want to talk about today is I'm a 59-year-old person. I have $1.3 million. Can I retire? I want to give you some facts, I want to give you some figures, and I want to go through the process as a virtual financial advisor, how we calculate can you retire. No matter your age, no matter how many assets you have, can you retire? Based on where you live, based on your expenses, can I retire? Now listen, you can get a financial plan anywhere. If you live in Spokane, Washington, if you live in Bozeman, Montana, you live in Tampa, Florida, you can get a financial plan anywhere. But you can only get a financial EKG here at Your Financial EKG, and that is what I want to go through today because I want to help you get to retirement, I want to help you get through retirement, and I want to help protect your ability to stay in retirement. So we've got $1.3 million in retirement investments. Now we have to ask ourselves, can we retire? Now, a couple things that I always like to ask clients is, how old are you? So in this example, we have a 59-year-old and a 57-year-old. So we have a married couple aged 59 and 57. And they're asking, can we retire with $1.3 million? Another question I always like to ask is, how much income do you need in retirement? For this couple, their expenses are $50,000 a year. And I'll say, okay, so your expenses are $50,000 a year. How much income now do you want? Well, this couple was used to making about $125,000 a year, so in retirement, they want $100,000. So all in total, they want $100,000, $50,000 of that being their expenses, an extra $50,000 of that being money they used for retirement. So now we have our building blocks. We have age, we have how much income they want, how much income they need, how much income they want, and now we have to find out, how are these assets tax classified? Because this money here is either going to be taxed or it's not going to be taxed. And for most of my clients, 9 times out of 10, all of this money is in 401ks, IRAs, Simples, SEPs, defined benefit plans. So all of this money, maybe outside of some bank money, is going to be taxed as ordinary income. So tax classification is going to be qualified. So in reality, they don't need $100,000 a year. They need more than that. They probably need $120,000 a year because $20K is going to go to Uncle Sam. Does that make sense? So here's our building blocks for a financial EKG. For a 59-year-old, a 57-year-old, they have $1.3 million in retirement assets, and they are asking, can I retire? Okay, I'm going to show you that. Let's do it. Okay, so let me show you how we do this on the whiteboard first, and then we're going to go to the computer, and I'm going to show you how we can get this in black and white and get it a little bit more detailed. But first, the building blocks of our financial EKG and what we're trying to figure out. We have a 59-year-old, a 57-year-old, we have $1.3 million, and they are asking the question, can we or can I retire? Now, we just found out that they need $100,000 a year, but in reality, we're going to have to take out $120,000 because we need $20,000 for taxes. So that's $10,000 that we need gross a month, and that's a 9.2% payout from their investable assets. Now, what I didn't talk about was at age 59 and 57, how long are these people going to live? Well, the average age expectancy right now is 84 and 82 if this is male and female. Okay, so 84 and 82. So if we take those figures, 82, so 84 minus 59, that's 25 years. So we need at least 27 years. We need about 25 to 27 years of retirement income. Now this is probably going to get pushed out even farther. What I like to do is get my clients to 100. So what's that? 41 years and 43 years. So our optimal goal is to make this income last 41 and 43 years. Statistically, right now, it's only 25 and 27. Again, we're just building the foundation. We're building building blocks here. So we've got $1.3 million. And again, I just want to use my HB2 calculator because this is just foundational. We're not trying to get really fancy with this. We're just trying to say, okay, does the math work so that you can retire, right? The question is, can I retire with $1.3 million at 59 and 57? And I want to say, mathematically, can we do that before we go into the process and all the other work? So we've got $1.3 million. We need $10,000 a month. We're going to earn, these are our percentages, how our market investments are going to earn, okay? That's our rate of return. So if we earn 6% a year, our income or our money is going to last 17 and a half years. Okay, at 6%, we're not hitting average statistics. 7%, we're going to last 20 years. We're getting closer to the average, but not there yet. 8%, we're at 25. So we know if we're age 59, age 57, and we got $1.3 million, and we need at least $120,000 a year, we're going to have to earn 8% or more to make our money last statistically to how long the average American retiree is lasting. Now, if we want to get to 100, we're going to have to earn a lot more than 8%. Now, keep in mind the market's earned 13.5% the last 10 years. Over the last 20 years, it's somewhere around 9 or 10. And over the last 50 years, it's around 11. So if we can earn 11%, let's go to 11%. Now, calculator says no solution. I don't know if you can see that. No solution at 11%. So what I tell clients is we need to earn, if this is where you're at and this is how much you need, from a building block and foundational standpoint, we need to earn somewhere between 8% and 11%. And that's why we do our Your Financial EKG. We want to see where their investments are. We want to see how much dividend and interest those investments are pulling off. Because we got to find out, listen, if we're going to retire, we don't want to go into it blindly. We want to make sure we're going to earn somewhere between 8 and 11, or try to, so that we can make our money last forever. Again, the purpose of Your Financial EKG, the purpose that I have doing this page for you, is to make sure you get to and through retirement and protecting your ability to stay in retirement. Because I don't want you to get to age 75 and this 1.3 is at 300 and we're like, oh crap, what are we going to do? Right? I don't want you to have to go back to work. I want to protect your ability to stay in retirement. Now listen, if you want a financial EKG, again, you can get a financial plan anywhere, but if you want Your Financial EKG, if you want a detailed investment analysis, strategic income analysis report, go to my website, yourfinancialekg.com, fill out your information there. A member of my team will give you a call and we will go through a detailed retirement analysis for you to make sure that you are not going to run out of money in retirement. Now let's look at how we do this on the computer using some other analytics. All right, you ready? Let's go. Okay, so we made it through building the fundamental. Now, let's go to the computer because I want to start building in, especially, remember what we're trying to do. We're trying to retire at 59 and 57 with $1.3 million. The question is, can I retire? And so I want to start building in some outside factors. Now, what we did on the board was just fundamentals. But I want to factor in things like inflation. I want to put Social Security in here. I want to put expenses. I want to show you kind of what a real world example would look like, okay? Let's do this. All right, so this is Drew and Valerie example, okay? So this is one that we made up. But again, let's look at our ages real quick. We're at 59 years old. We're at 57. That's where our scenario is at. For Drew and Valerie, they're going to start Social Security at 66 and 62. And this is going to be their gross monthly benefit. So this is a financial EKG. Now we're starting to get into more specifics. Remember, this is something that you can have if you go to my website, yourfinancialekg.com, and fill out your information. So asset-wise, Drew's got a 401k worth $500,000. Valerie has a 403b worth $750,000. and in the bank they have $50,000, which gives us $1.3 million. Now what we're able to do is we're able to change the rates of return. So I'm going to do an 8% rate of return on the 401k and the 403b because again the market averages have been much higher than that. I would rather come in below 8%, really under promise and over deliver it when it comes to retirement income, because I don't know what the future is going to hold, but we're going to start at 8% and we're just going to see how that plays out for the client at this point. So we've got $1.3 million. Remember our expenses, $10,000. We need $10,000 a month in income. Part of that, $2,000 of that really a month, is going to go to taxes. And the rest is going to be for needs and wants. Tax scenario, this is where their taxes fall into. At the current rate, they're in the 12% tax rate. So retirement-wise, as we can see, look, boom, 74 and 72 is when they run out of money. So now we have to have the conversation, what needs to change so that we can make this money last a lot longer? Because we factored in, look, 64, 62, here's some Social Security income coming in. We have all the Social Security kicking in. We just got to figure out why is this not lasting forever? We can go back to expenses and we can say, okay, $10,000 a month is what we want. We've got inflation right about 3.2%, which I think is a healthy number to calculate. They need $50,000 a year just for normal expenses, right? So $50,000 a year, if we divide that by 12, they need at least $4,100 a month just to live off of. So let's say we have the conversation, I'll say, okay guys, we can't do 10,000, what if we do 8,000? Now we can go back to retirement and we can say, oh my gosh, look, we just added another 10 years by taking $24,000 and leaving it in your portfolio and earning 8% a year. You know, it might not be a conversation people want to have, or it might not be an answer that people want, but it's a conversation that we need to have. We go back to expenses. Again, $4,100 a month is what they need to live. So let's say we go to $6,000. Go to retirement. Boom. Look at that. We never run out of money. At 102 and 100, they've got $3.7 million in there. So for these people, doing the financial EKG, doing an exact your financial EKG, remember, building the building blocks and then doing the exact hard work, we know that they need to take somewhere between $6,000 and $8,000 from their portfolio a year. They need to earn somewhere right around 8% a year, so that money is going to last forever based on taxes, based on inflation. Now listen, remember, you can get a financial plan anywhere, but you can only get a Your Financial EKG with me here at Your Financial EKG and Pearl Wealth Group. Go to my website, Your Financial EKG, sign up to get your complimentary retirement investment analysis today. Get your financial EKG and let's look at where you're at. Can you get to retirement? Can you get through retirement? Can you stay in retirement? Those are the questions I want to ask you and we want to get answered today. Hopefully you're having a great day. Be good. Bye-bye.